aquí.
Good morning to everyone. Can you hear me properly? Yes. Okay. We are just going to start the project, Europe, the kick-off meeting. So I would like to welcome you, and I would like to give the floor to our mayor, Jaume Ginares, who is going to welcome you all. He's just going to have a few words for you. And I will be translating simultaneously.
Okay.
Thank you.
Buenos días, buen día, good morning. Y aunque todavía no estén con nosotros, quiero mencionar a las autoridades que en unos minutos se incorporarán a este acto, al señor secretario autonómico de Ocupación, director general del SERVEF, Enric Nomdedeu i Biosca, y a la directora general de Relaciones con la Unión Europea y el Estado, Daria Terrádez Salom. Y saludar a todos los presentes, a la responsable de la oficina Europe Direct de la Comunitat Valenciana, Ana Alonso, autoridades de todos los países participantes, concejal de Hacienda y Recursos Humanos del Ayuntamiento de Altea Pere Lloret, concejales y compañeros de corporación, responsable de la Oficina de Proyectos Europeos Euroaltea Paloma Verdú, y a los alcaldes y representantes de nuestros ayuntamientos vecinos. Bienvenidas y bienvenidos a Altea. Nuestro municipio inaugura el proyecto Europe, que abordará en un amplio debate la cuestión del euroescepticismo durante estos próximos días.
Welcome to everyone to Altea. Even though two of the autonomous authorities, they're not here yet because of the schedule, we would like to welcome and thank you the Autonomous Secretary for Employment for Comunitat Valenciana and General Director of SERVEF, Enric Nomdedeu and Biosca, General Director of Foreign Affairs of the European Union, Ms. Daria Terrádez Salom. We would also like to thank Mr. Ana Alonso, responsible for the Office of European Direct, Autonomous Community of Valencia, authorities and members of the participant countries. Welcome to Altea. Councillor of Finance and Human Resources, Mr. Pedro Juan Lloret, councillors and partners of Municipality of Altea, and the European Projects Office Coordinator, that will be myself. Welcome to Altea. We are honored that our municipality is inaugurating the Europe project, which will address over the next couple of days in a wide debate the questions of Euroscepticism.
Me gustaría agradecer la presencia de todos los cargos institucionales que hoy nos acompañan y nos dan su apoyo, y a todas las instituciones que representan, especialmente la Consellería de Economía Sostenible, Sectores Productivos, Comercio y Trabajo, por su compromiso con nuestro pueblo y con el proyecto Europe.
I would like to give a special welcome. I would like to give a special welcome to all the people that is joining us today, especially the Commerce Councillor, Ana Albado, especially the Councillor for Environment, Beatriz Nomdedeu, and everybody that is joining us today.
Quiero dar una bienvenida especial a los representantes de los 8 países participantes: Italia, Eslovenia, Polonia, Grecia, Bélgica, Chipre y Bulgaria, que junto con los participantes de nuestro país debatirán y trabajarán alrededor del euroescepticismo y de cómo mejorar la percepción de Europa y la Unión entre todos los países que la conforman.
I would like to give a special welcome to the representative of the 8 participant countries: Italy, Slovenia, Poland, Greece, Belgium, Cyprus, Bulgaria and Altea, We together will debate and expand upon Euroscepticism and how to improve the perception of Europe and the Union between the member countries.
A partir de este momento, sobre todo los países participantes, observaréis que me voy a expresar en otra lengua. Lo haré en valenciano, mi lengua materna, la que utilizo con normalidad cada día y con la que los valencianos contribuimos a la riqueza y pluralidad cultural de esta vieja Europa.
From now onwards, I will change language and I will start talking in Valenciano, which is the official language for Comunidad Valenciana and my own. So you will just find there is a switch in languages, but it's the way I would like to express the richness of our culture.
Em sent molt orgullós que el nostre poble Altea lidere este projecte internacional. De les més de 100 propostes que es van presentar a tota Europa, només es van aprovar 19 en esta convocatòria. I la proposta presentada per l'Ajuntament d'Altea pot obtindre la segona millor qualificació. A més, el projecte Altea és l'únic aprovat que lidera un ajuntament dins del territori espanyol.
I am very proud that our municipality, Altea, is leading the international project. Of the more than 100 proposals that we presented throughout Europe, only 19 were approved, and the proposals submitted by Altea City Council obtained the second best rating. In addition, the Altea East project was the only one approved from those submitted in Spain.
I com hem arribat fins ací? Doncs perquè som uns europeistes convençuts i perquè creiem que el municipalisme és clau en l'enteniment de tots els pobles que conformen la Unió Europea.
And how did we get there? Because we are convinced Europeans, and we believe that municipalism is the key to understanding the people that makes up the European Union.
Des de l'Ajuntament d'Altea i l'equip del govern local hem apostat fermament per desenvolupar una xarxa de treball pro-europea amb la creació d'EuroAltea, l'oficina de projectes europeus que assumeix la regidoria d'Hisenda amb Pere Lloret al capdavant i gestiona Paloma Verdú. A tots dos vull donar l'enhorabona pels magnífics resultats que estan obtenint el seu treball al capdavant d'esta oficina i aquestes jornades que avui celebrem són el millor exemple.
From the City Council of Altea and the local government team, we have firmly committed to develop a European network by the creation of EuroAltea, the Office of European Project, within the Department of Finance headed by Pere Lloret and managed by Paloma Verdú. I congratulate both of you for the magnificent results you have achieved as leaders of this office, of which the next few days are a great example.
En pocs mesos, des de la seva creació, EuroAltea s'ha convertit en pionera i un referent a tota la comarca i província pel seu assessorament i orientació sobre els programes europeus, tant a nivell municipal com a les empreses, joves i a la ciutadania en general.
In the few months since its creation, EuroAltea has become a pioneer and benchmark in the whole province for its advice and guidance on European programs, not only at municipal level, but also to companies, young people and the general public.
Una de les línies principals d'actuació d'aquest Ajuntament és reforçar el coneixement sobre la Unió Europea a tota la ciutadania. L'àmbit local és el context idoni per difondre els principis en els quals se sustenta la Unió Europea. La comunitat política de dret que acull la integració i govern comú dels estats i pobles d'Europa. Un referent democràtic i d'integració entre països que hem de promocionar i, sobretot, entre la població més jove.
One of the principal lines of action of the City Council is to reinforce the knowledge of all citizens about the European Union. The local level is the ideal context within which to disseminate the principles upon which the EU is based, a legal, political framework that welcomes the integration and common government of the states and people of Europe, a democratic reference of integration that we have to promote, especially amongst the youngest.
Per això volem fomentar la participació del nostre poble i els nostres representants institucionals, empresarials i socials, apostant decididament per liderar projectes com YOUROPE, amb l'objectiu de motivar i dinamitzar el coneixement sobre Europa. Altea pretén construir una xarxa de ciutats de tot el continent amb l'objectiu d'implicar la joventut, activar el diàleg y contribuir a la Unión Europea del futuro.
For this reason, we want to encourage the participation of our people and our institutional business and social representatives who are strongly committed to lead projects like Europe, with the aim of motivating and stimulating knowledge about Europe. Altea aims to build a network involving cities throughout the commitment with the aim of involving the younger generation, starting dialogue and contributing to the building of the European Union of the future.
Amb la vostra participació, convertim Altea en el centre del debat europeu davant el repte de combatre l'euroescepticisme. A través de YOUROPE establirem les bases per millorar la percepció que tenim d'Europa. I ho volem aconseguir amb la implicació de tota la societat, dinamitzant els agents socials, fomentant la participació activa dels ciutadans i donant resposta a les seues necessitats.
With your participation, we have turned Altea into the center of the European debate in the face of combating Euroscepticism. Through Europe, we will establish ways to improve the perception we have of Europe. We want to achieve this with the participation of society as a whole, energizing social representatives, encouraging the participation of the citizens and responding to their needs.
Al llarg de les dues pròximes jornades volem que us sentiu com a casa. Aprofiteu l'intercanvi intercultural, dialogueu i compartiu coneixements. Estic convençut que les vostres conclusions conformaran un document ben valuós. Conclusions que promouran el coneixement de la història i els valors compartits europeus fonamentals, tal com recull el Tractat de Lisboa, respecte de la dignitat humana, llibertat, democràcia, igualtat, estat de dret i respecte dels drets humans. De nou, moltes gràcies a totes i tots.
Throughout the next 2 days, we wish you to feel at home, to take advantage of the intercultural exchange, dialogue and the sharing of knowledge. I am convinced that your conclusions will form a very valuable document that will promote knowledge of history and European fundamental shared values as reflected in the Treaty of Lisbon, respect for human dignity, freedom, democracy, equality, rule of law, and respect for human rights. For all that, thank you very much and welcome to Altea. Now, and following the schedule, I would like to introduce the councillor, Pere Lloret, who is going to walk you through a little journey to Altea.
Okay, that's not me, so I'll take it at all. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to Altea. As Mayor Jaume Linares just said, we'll do our best to offer you a view of our tiny homeland. This piece of the Mediterranean world that vows to contribute to a better perception of diversity. Diversity as a source of wealth instead of a source of threat. Let me summarize the socio-economic environment of Altea for you. We are a municipality with approximately 22,000 inhabitants. This sum increases in a very significant way during summer months, and if you had the chance to have a look around, you'll guess why. Total land area is about 35 square kilometers, and we enjoy and try to get the most out of our 8 kilometers of coastline under a privileged climate. As you can imagine, according to these conditions, it's quite obvious that the main motor of our economy lays in the tertiary sector. The service sector, tourism, accounts for over 80% of the registered jobs, followed by far by agriculture and fishery. And I only have 5 minutes, no, Paloma? Okay. We better leave for another moment comments about what happened with construction in the first decade of this century and the collateral effects of the real estate bubble. As you can see, there's an evident imbalance in our sources of wealth. And this fact brings us to the burning issue of softening this lack of diversification. According to the latest official statistics, the unemployment rate is sitting at 13%. It may look excessive for some of you, I understand, but we are a couple of points below the provincial average. We, the inhabitants of Altea, the Alteanos, we are a diverse community. A third of our population comes from abroad. As a curiosity, for such a small town, citizens of 27 different countries contribute to our social fabric. And for those of you who have a certain knowledge of Spanish, don't get confused if you don't get much of certain conversations. You had a sample before with Mayor Jaume Linares. Two co-official languages coexist fluently. Valenciano, native's mother tongue, my language, and Spanish. We enjoy really the privilege of being bilingual. Altea is a city fully committed to culture. Since the late 60s, Altea has been a refuge for poets, singers, potters, painters, and other artists. Since the 70s, Altea has been cultivating interest in art and culture and has become a reference in this area. Nowadays, Altea is the seat of the Faculty of Fine Arts of the University Miguel Hernández. And talking about culture, it's really complicated to put in a nutshell the flood of events going on during the year as a non-stop party. Many of them have to do with the main festivals and the social potential moving around them. So I won't try. You'll have the chance this evening to meet some of the representatives. During the next couple of days, we'll share with you a piece of our homeland, of our lifestyle, and we'll try to share with you a piece of our soul too. We will also give you an insight into our cultural heritage. And yes, of course, we had to find some time to work too. So hopefully we'll share more than a bit of our vision and expectations concerning the issue that brought us here together. As you may know, this will be our first leadership on an European project. This is a welcome challenge to us, a qualitative leap forward in our know-how and in our commitment to the project, and in our commitment of you. Please enjoy your stay. Thank you.
Right. First of all, and as I said, thank you very much for being here. It really is a pleasure for all of us to meet you here in Altea, and we do hope that your stay, you find it enjoyable. And nothing we can do about the weather. Until last week, we had a wonderful sunny days, and today everything changed. And tomorrow it will be really something we're not used to, which it will be heavy rain. For us, it's a little bit of a shock. Okay, being said that, well, I would like to just very quickly to walk you through what is EURALTEA, the European Projects Office. Since its creation in 2017, we're actually pretty young, it's just over a year that we've been running the office. The EURALTEA has taken part in a number of different projects funded by the European Union. In order to foster economic development, youth education and employment, the municipality founded EURALTEA, an office dedicated to the development of European projects for the city and its inhabitants. To do so, EURALTEA has, as its most important aim, to find and create a range of opportunity for its young citizens. EURALTEA is a young public organization that reflects a willingness to look to the future in local areas and to develop a global way of thinking. In this respect, it is certain that thinking of the European Union means sharing experiences, ways of working, ideas and good practices. The aim of EURALTEA is to develop an innovative space in the municipality that fosters talent, creates opportunities and improves the quality of life in the urban environment. Okay, here. Here we would like just to share with you, since our creation, we've been involved in several projects as partners, but it was a way of starting and acquiring experience. We have contributed to the project Local for Greens. With this project, we try to improve this project tries to improve urban life through a network that will provide cities with an efficient economic, energy, and political model, thereby allowing cultural, society, and urban development. Also, we are part of the Covenant of Mayors. This initiative started in 2012 by promoting sustainable energies both in the public and private sectors, and was included into the scope of the Action Plan for Sustainable Energy, agreed and signed by Municipality of Altea, becoming a member of the Covenant of Mayors for Climate and Energy. Here we are partners in this project, Volunteering Cities, URBACT. URBACT is the European Territorial Cooperation Programme aiming to foster sustainable integrated urban development in cities across Europe. Altea is part of the Volunteering City URBACT Transfer Network, which is led by Municipality of Athieno, Cyprus, which we have the pleasure of having the leader here with us today. Europe for Citizens is a network of 8 European towns focused on young adults and their role in the present and future of Europe. The goal of this project is to contribute and combating Euroscepticism rhetoric, encouraging participants to open a dialogue and to promote an inclusive pro-Europe rhetoric at local level. The key players will be young citizens from each country who will work with experts in order to learn about media communication strategies, EU policies and strategies. They are also encouraged to freely express their point of view, aiming to make a big impact at local and regional level, thereby becoming European ambassadors in their hometowns. So, with this picture of Europe, I would like definitely to welcome everybody here, because as you can see, we are 8 different European regions, and we are all here today. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Well, something that, according to the schedule, we are going to start with the introduction of our partners. So, I'm going to tell you straight away. Okay, we would like to start with Mr. Kyriakos, the mayor of Athieno, Cyprus.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. If you need any assistance, please.
Thanks a lot. We are distributing a leaflet about volunteering city so that everybody will know about, yes. Now, Athieno is a municipality in Cyprus. It's in the part which is governed by the Greeks and not the occupied part by the Turks. I had some communication last night with my friend from Slovenia. Now, Athieno is a city of 6,500. is an agricultural municipality. It's situated on the southern edge of the Messaouria plain. It's a very large plain that is all occupied by the Turkish army, and only a small part of Athienu is not occupied. Our city is occupied by 80% by the Turkish army. All the plain is occupied. A small part of that plain, which is not occupied in Athienu area, is not occupied. We have a very large historical background. The area of Athienu is of great archaeological interest, with remains going back to the 14th century BC. We have two sites. One is occupied by the Turks. It's called Golgi, with many statues and other material being in the Metropolitan Museum of New York and in Louvre in Paris. And we have another one called Malura, where excavations are still going on every year. Athienu geographical situation made a key role in its development. We start our historical background back to the Frankish period, the Venetian period, Ottoman period, 1571 to 1878, and then came the British in 1878. The Turks sold Cyprus to the British. We have some very nice buildings. Paloma has visited them when she was in Athienu recently. We have some buildings going back to the British rule. In 1974, we had the Turkish invasion, where 40% of Cyprus is occupied by the Turkish army. Athienu is almost surrounded from the Turkish army. Only the south is not occupied, and we are in an isolated area. Slowly, even though the distance between Athienu and Nicosia and Athienu to Larnaca is equidistant, right now we need 15 minutes to go to the city of Larnaca, where is the airport, and we need about an hour to go to Nicosia, because the road going to Nicosia is occupied by the Turks, and we have to make a beer round in order to go to Nicosia. And this costs a lot to the city. The isolation of the city embedded its development, but the inhabitants managed to keep the city alive and to thrive again. Now, we said we are a plain, so agriculture and livestock activities are the main activities of the area. The city possesses an industrial zone and many other enterprises and services. And the city is also well known for its traditional products, such as the bread, the dairy products, waiting pastries, traditional lace, and many other products. Some of them have been approved as intangible elements of UNESCO. 4 of them have been approved. So you see over there, the lady is a volunteer who produces the Cyprus cheese halloumi, if you know it. The last few years, the cultural activities taking place in the city have flourished. Every year we do a Pancypria festival of the products of Athienu. There are so many. So we have one festival just for those products. And there is a big success. On the 7th of October, we had in Athienu, we said we are 6,500. We had 15,000 visitors from all over Cyprus, even from abroad for this festival. Talks, exhibitions, various cultural events are also organized several times throughout the year. And we have a municipal museum that welcomes many schools and visitors for educational programs or just to visit to see. We have 3 collections there, an archaeological, an ecclesiastical, and an ethnographic collection. We have many artists, and they collaborate with the municipality, combining tradition and contemporary art. There are several dancing, theater, and music groups, as well as sports clubs. We have a municipal youth council. I even have with me today the president of the municipal youth council. We have a sports club. Our women handball team has won the cup last year, the Cyprus Cup in women's. And we have volunteerism. Athienu is very well known about its volunteerism. And when there was a call by URPACT about good practices, we submitted 2 applications, and one of them about volunteerism was approved. And then we submitted an application to lead a transfer network with Capizzi from Sicily, thanks to my friend Sergio Campanella, and with Kildare County Council, thanks to Alberto, who helped us to find this city. We succeeded. We lead the transfer network, and the first phase of the network has finished. We had a big event in Athienu, 27th and 28th of August, an international event where we expanded the network to 8 countries. We included another 5. One of them, and we are very happy about it, is Altea, with Paloma being in Athienu. We submitted the application. 4th of December will be the decision. We are absolutely sure it will be approved for the second phase. For the next 2 years, from January, we'll be working all together to transfer our volunteerism in these cities. Our volunteerism consists of 4 programs, volunteering programs. One is for the elderly, the other one is for the adults, one is for the little children, and the other one is a welfare program that helps people in need, especially after the economic crisis. And all of them are functioning through volunteerism. All the committees are volunteering with the mayor, president of the Municipal Council of Volunteerism. Thank you very much, and we'll have more to say later.
I would like Community Noto, Sergio Campanella, to introduce his beautiful country. Well, ¿necesitas que yo pase las diapositivas?
No, se la pasan entre ellos. Ellos trabajarán. Buenos días. Good morning to you all. I'm Sergio Campanella. In this case, I'm representing the municipality of Noto. And I introduce you the 2 young animators that will work for all the duration of this project, Emanuele Sceri and Elisa Gisarella. And I give room to them in order to start with the work presenting the city of Noto. That is capital of Baroque, but they will speak about that and will present you the reality of Noto. Thank you.
Good morning. We will start giving you some notion about the geography, the history, and the demography of Noto. Noto is a city and a municipality in the province of Syracuse, and it has a population of about 24,000 inhabitants. Is one of the largest municipalities in Sicily and the fourth in Italy. The climate of Noto is as a temperate Mediterranean type and is characterized by mild winter and summer quite warm. The old town of Noto is Noto Antica, lies 8 kilometers, and is a Sicily origin city. It was known as Noto. In 866, it was conquered by the Arabs. The current town is rebuilt after the earthquake and was planned by Giovanni Battista Landolina. Noto is a masterpiece of Sicilian Baroque and is called Stone Garden. In 1844, Noto was named a diocese, but in 1866 suffered the abolition of the region Gals. And Noto was freed from the fascist dictatorship of Benito Mussolini in July 1943. And in recent years, there has been an economic recovery due to the development of the tourism, which is the main resource of the Baroque city. And here we have some notion about the demography of our city, and we divide the population in youngsters, adults, and then the elderly people. We have the birth rate, mortality index, and average age of the population. We also will say that we have 40% of the youth disoccupation. And we have divided population by age, gender, and marital status in the 2008.
Hello, everyone. Okay, this is economy aspect. Tourism sector recently developed, as probably known, but tourism can also count on the proximity of the sea, especially on great gastronomic tradition and typical products. The most important of these typical products is undoubtedly wine. After a period of crisis, recently several companies, including non-Sicilian ones, have started investing, planting new vineyards and vinifying on our site. The most important grape, probably you know, is Nero d'Avola, that named after Avola, small town not too far from Noto. And initially it was confined to the southern tip of Sicily, but more recently has spread through the island, so it's very popular. And we have in our territory of Noto 3 DOC for wine that are Eloro, Noto, and Moscato di Noto, and 3 DROP for oil. This is Monti, Blei, and Valtellaro area. But in Noto is also known and very popular Mandorla, the almond, you probably know, Pizzuta d'Avola, followed by Romano and Fascinello, that are some varieties. Since 2012, Noto Almond is a slow food presidium, which was established to help farmers retain the entire production process. And we have many archaeological sites, very beautiful. You know, Noto Antica, my colleague just talked about Noto Antica. Eloro, that is another archaeological site near the sea. Colonna Pizzuta, that is that funerary monument not so far from Eloro. And Castelluccio di Noto, that is something like Acropolis and necropolis, or at least what remains of those things. And Villa Romana del Tellaro is a rich suburban residence of the late Roman imperial period. We have also a lot of nature reserves, but the most important, and the closest to our city, are Riserva Naturale di Vendicari. Every year many tourists go there to visit it, also Riserva Naturale di Vendicari, and also especially Riserva Naturale Cava Grande del Cassibile. You can see some of the picture of this beautiful, really amazing environment. About culture and tourism, we can boast libraries, such as Biblioteca Comunale Principe di Villa Dorata and the Biblioteca Diocesana, with also manuscript inside. University, we have in an Eastern Mediterranean University Consortium that was established in agreement with the University of Messina, that is town on the opposite coast of Sicily. And there is also, this is very curious, a radio telescope that was installed by the Istituto di Radioastronomia di Bologna in Noto. And Noto is also famous because it was the set of several films, several movies made by the greatest master of the world cinema, such as especially Roberto Rossellini, Viva l'Italia, it's his best movie ever, and Vittorio De Sica, and Michelangelo Antonioni. And I just want to say that Michelangelo Antonioni in 1992 realized for the Italian pavilion at Seville Expo one of his documentaries that Noto, Mandorle, Vulcano, Stromboli, and Carnevale. So it participated to Seville Expo in 1992. Some posters of movies. About the major religious festival, we have the Feast of San Corrado, that is our protector of our municipality, and it is on the 19th of February, but it's also repeated in the last Sunday of August. So it's a great event also for tourists to come in Sicily during summer season. The Holy Week, or Easter Week, that is not just celebrated not just in Noto, but through Sicily, and it's divided between Processione della Santa Spina, or Procession of the Holy Thorn, on Friday night, that want to revive the Passion of Christ, and on the Sunday morning, the so-called Pace. It is like the moment Christ and Virgin Mary, Madonna, finally meet. Procession of the Immaculate and the procession of Madonna del Carmine, that are just festivities dedicated to the Virgin Mary. And Infiorata, it's not religious, but it's the most important event yearly organized in Noto that takes place during the third weekend of May. It is, like a festival of spring to celebrate the best period to visit Sicily. And as I explained later, it consists on this kind of job. There are some artists that start their working on Friday evening, and they divide Via Nicolaci, that is one of the main streets of Noto, in parts, draw some drafts, and cover these drawings with flowers, with flower petals. And this is also an occasion when other related events are organized, like a Baroque historical parade that is known as Corteo Barocco, exhibitions, food and wine tasting, guided tours, and music concert, and so on. And it's the best period for Noto because Noto during this festival is crowded with visitors from all over the world, really. Thank you.
Slovenia, thank you.
Hello to everybody. Very nice to meet you. Let me introduce our three members which are here today. We are first time in this project with Altea, so we don't know anybody here. My name is Gabriela. I'm the president of the NGO which is a partner in this project, and with me here is Nina, she will do the presentation of our NGO and our city, Ljubljana. And Anton is our member in charge for PR and for project dissemination, photographer. So I would ask Nina to proceed the presentation, and let me, Paloma, congratulate you for very good preparation work. Under my experience, it is very good start for the project. Yeah.
Hi, everybody. So Slovenia is officially the republic called the Republic of Slovenia, and it is a country located in southern Central Europe at the crossroad of the main European cultural and trade routes. This is just a picture of our team. Okay, it's a little bit mixed, but okay, so I'll go here. So I'm going to present now our non-governmental organization that we are working for. So we are the NGO hub for over 7,000 NGOs in Central and Zasavia region. We are consulting them in different areas to help them evolve in legal consulting, advocacy, project management, accounting. We are promoting active citizenship and networking. I think you should move forward. Yeah, so these are our main areas that we are covering. Go ahead. This is all mixed up. Okay, so sorry about this. Looks like it got a little bit mixed up or something. So I wanted to start with Slovenia, which is officially called Republic of Slovenia, located in southern Central Europe at the crossroad of the main European cultural and trade routes. It's bordered by Italy to the west, Austria to the north, Hungary to the northeast, and Croatia to the southeast. And Adriatic Sea to the southwest. It covers a little bit more than 20,000 square kilometers, so it's quite small. And it has population of a little bit over 2 million people. One of the successor states of the former Yugoslavia. Slovenia is a parliamentary republic and a member of the United Nations, European Union, and NATO. The capital and largest city is Ljubljana. It has been cultural and educational, economical, political, and administrative center of independent Slovenia since 1991. It is one of Europe's greenest and most livable capitals that has around 280,000 inhabitants. It was the European Commission's Green Capital of Europe in 2016. Car traffic is restricted in the center, leaving the leafy banks of the emerald green Ljubljanica river, which flows through the city's heart, free for pedestrians and cyclists. In the summer, cafes set up terrace seating along the river. It almost feels like a nightly street party. So that's where people from Ljubljana are gathering and enjoying their time. The first one should take us to a YouTube movie. Okay, you should take this down. These are the cafes I was talking about near next to the river. This is a marathon which we have every year. Escape. Okay, so there's another link down there. Same idea. Se lahko cancelaš, pa gremo naprej. Okay. So these are top 7 reasons why to visit Ljubljana. So it's for now still a hidden gem of Europe, but more and more tourists are coming. It's a city with a green soul, as we already saw. It's a romantic getaway. Everything is in a very short distance, so you can cycle, walk, or just go around anywhere. Enjoy the local cuisines. So there's lots of farmers that are having the on display, and you can buy there, and everything like homegrown. A lively cultural capital with numerous of interesting festivals. This is a Metelkova street, which is the most popular street in Ljubljana for altar culture. Then you can see we have some outdoor activities that you can do around Ljubljana as well. This is a little bit further out of Ljubljana, but not too far, maybe about 2 hours drive. This is called, the city is called Bled, and you can see in the distance then we also have mountains, lake, rivers. So we are into sport, cycling, kayaking, extreme sports, skiing, and all this kind of stuff you can do in Slovenia. So yeah, there's a little bit more if you get out of this. So we are promoting, our organization is promoting active citizenship and networking. When this will go out, so these next two pictures, if I'm not wrong, are from the event called Lupa, which is a festival for NGOs. Yeah, that's the one. So this was the festival Lupa. It's every year held in Ljubljana. So all the NGOs, whoever wants, come to represent themselves. And on the right side, you can see the traditional wearing from Gorenjska region, which is the one where the mountains are, right? Northwest side. What else we do? We implement international events, project workshops. Last one that we held was on communication area called How to Persuade the Decision Makers. Third year in a row, now we are organizing action called, oh, this is from the workshops. The next picture is the action called NGOs Go to School, where we connect NGOs with schools and kids. This year participated more than 3,500 kids, over 70 NGOs and 11 schools. So these NGOs come to schools, they show themselves to the kids, so the day for them it's a little bit different than usually, right? We also identify local challenges through events, and we develop platform where every citizen can apply his or her idea. It's called Pametni Glas. So this platform is available on computers or on the phones, where you can express what would you like to see in your area. We are developing community-based services, helping in implementing new services, organizing of seeing good practices, workshops on the areas that they need. So these were the pictures of 3 that we helped, yeah, to evolve. And this is our contact point. Thank you very much. Apologies.
Do you need us to pass it for you, or can you call it?
My friend. Γιώργο. Good morning. My name is Christianis Dimitris, and we are from the municipality of Elassona. Παρακάτω. Some information about Elassona. The municipality of Elassona geographically occupies the northwest part of Thessaly, and the capital of the municipality is the city of Elassona. The Kallikrati reformed municipality of Elassona resulted from the combination of the pre-existing 6 municipalities and 3 communities. So it is formed from an overall of 9 municipality units and 60 settlements. According to the data of National Statistics, Census 2011, the total residence population of the municipality is about 32,000 inhabitants, while its extent is 150,000 square kilometers. The municipality of Elassona is characterized by rugged hills, since the largest percentage, 78%, is mountain 38% and hilly 40%, while on only a few areas are plains 22%. In the area is located the highest mountain in Greece, Olympus, and even some of its highest peaks, Mytikas, about 3,000 kilometers, Scholio, Frango, Aloni. This is a map of Elassona, municipality of Elassona. Other informations. The municipality of Elassona is a unique reference point for the activity of residents of the wider area of the northern part of the regions of Thessaly. The peculiarity, which was formed and developed historically on the basis of local conditions, has a significant social and economic sense in the current status quo. Especially the center of the municipality, Elassona, has become a crucial point of local and national type. Since it is the central connections point with the northwest country. It has a remarkable local market which represents most of the financial transactions of the regions, and consequently is the center of all local social relations. The municipality of Elassona presents unique geophysical characteristics and natural beauty. At Elassona city center of the municipality, already have been completed many remarkable projects, and intend still continue the project of other infrastructures. Elassona is crossed by the Elassonitis River, which meets with the Titarisios River and ends expands into Pinios, the largest river of the Thessaly. The river separates the city into the old city, which built at the bottom of the hill of Olympiotissa, and it is called Varosi, and the new city, which spreads on the right bank of the river. The two parts of city are connected with 3 bridges and an old archaic bridge that is famous inside the area. In the past, even today, it is a transport hub, as it provides access from the central to the northern Greece, joined by road to the country of Larissa, Pieria, Kozani, and Grevena. Thanks to the municipality participations in several projects over the last years, we have managed to promote Elassona to Greece and Europe through its natural heritage, culture, and agrotourism. Regarding the latter, the area is well known for agricultural products such as PDB cheese products, PDO meat products, lamb and goat, wines, tobacco, and almonds. Therefore, it could offer the opportunity for agrotourism activities, since there are also renovated guest houses in village around the city. Culture activity. Still, there are plenty of culture infrastructure, cultural center, public library, natural history, museum, philharmonic, school of traditional dances, music school, open theater, etc., which makes Elazona a modern city that can easily provide a high quality of life. The culture map of the municipality of Elazona is particularly intense. The area has many cultural activity, cultural clubs, events, and cultural infrastructure that is in favor of the continuation of traditional and preservations of morals and customs of the regions. This culture identity emerges through a series of cultural and religious events, which the visitor can experience throughout the year. At the city center of the municipality are organized two very important events. One is Altea, where the liberation of Elazona by the Turks is celebrated in October 6, 1912, and the other and even more famous event because of the nationwide promotion, the Panhellenic Feta Fest that is organized by the municipality of Elazona in collaboration with other stakeholders towards the end of the September, every 2 years. It is worth mentioning that there are over 40 culture associations within the municipality. Almost every village which organizations, skills and expertise of key staff. The municipality departments and the directors consist of very capable persons with a long-lasting experience about European and national project management in various areas of interest. Every person of the key staff who has specific skills in the field of the project development, previous experience in the European programs, skills in managing team and translations activities, skills acquired in the course of different workshops, cultural skills useful for the realizations of the scheduled activity, good knowledge of foreign language. Some photographs. Then, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I would like our next partner from Bulgaria, Christian, if you may. You brought your presentation with you, okay?
I'm the president of Bulgarian Association. This is my colleagues, Daniel. Nice to meet you. And Milko Dimitrov. Hello, everyone. Today we're going to present you our city, which is actually also the capital of Bulgaria, Sofia. We have one very, very short video for you, and later we'll show you some pictures and we'll present you our organization. Really nice video. Majority of it is actually true. This with the screens is
Christian, do you need assistance?
maybe. The forward back. No. We have some plots. As you said. Yeah, it's good. It happens. Actually, we have this saying over here that when God created earth and divided the nations, Bulgaria came the last. And God didn't want to leave Bulgaria without something, so God gave a piece of heaven. This is a very famous saying in Bulgaria, and we are often say it when we are late for something, because usually we are late. People are usually late. We're like this, our mentality is like this for everything. I'll show some pictures. Our city, some long, but I'll explain later. This is called the Largo. It's basically three, as you can see, it's a bit communistic style, because it is. We were part of the communism under the Soviet Union, and this is the presidency on the right. In the middle is the main building, where now it's used only for administration, but 20 years ago it was used by the communists. And on the left is our government deputies. It's a very famous place to meet, and also, as you can see, on the right side there is this white road, yellow road. And this road is basically called the King's Road, because it was purposely made for him, because his palace is near these buildings. This is very famous, maybe one of our most famous monuments is the Sveti Alexander Nevsky Cathedral. Is now, before was the first biggest in the Balkans, but now is the second biggest cathedral in the Balkans. It's really nice. Basically, the dome is made only from gold. This is the very famous Vitushka Street. Basically, the most expensive street. Yeah, this is overview of Sofia. Basically, Bulgaria's population is 7 million. From this 7 million, 2 million live in Sofia. Basically, majority. And statistics show that in 10 years, 50% of population of Bulgaria will live in the capital. Why? Because it's the most developed economical city, and basically everything is there. So all the villages stay empty, and everyone comes to the capital. So we're growing, and we cannot say like Slovenia that we are getting more green. Actually, we're on top place for most polluted city actually in Europe. It's a fact, I cannot hide it. This year Sofia is also what is this? This year Sofia is the European capital of sport. That's why during the year we have many sport events. And also 2 weeks ago we had a really huge marathon with 4,000 people from all around the world. This is the official logo, of course. This is the National Palace of Culture. Basically, majority of events which are happening in Sofia are done there. At one point, me and him also worked there. We used to work. This is a vlog. This is again Alexander Nevsky. Yeah, I think this is the photos. Presentation. There's no principle. That's good. No spam. So basically, this is written in our own alphabet, the Cyrillic alphabet, where it originates from, Bulgaria. So it means dobre došli, or welcome, bienvenido. Basically, this is our logo. You can, it's written Bulgarian Youth Association, which is our association. This is the logo. Why it's different colors? Because it's representing multiculturalism. In our country, we have a lot of ethnicities, and basically, that's the meaning behind the different colors and the different heads. Our slogan, Via Juvenis, I don't know, it's in Latin. Maybe you can correct me, but for me, it means the path of youth, translated, or the way of the young. Yeah, continue. Yeah, this is basic information. If you don't read it, you can listen to me. Basically, how we decided to found our organization, we found it in 2014. We were participants of one youth exchange during the Youth in Action program with several people, and we decided that this program is giving a lot of opportunities to young people, and it's not so famous. At that point, it was not so famous in Bulgaria. And we wanted to develop it because it's not so easy and to enter to this kind of projects, because also we had this problem with corruption in organizations, because usually they were taking only their people. So young people didn't have access to a lot of programs. Right now this program is called Erasmus+. Before it was called Youth in Action. So what we did, I collected several friends, including Daniel, and we found the organization in 2014 without any experience. It was just like started as an experiment, but we wanted to give more opportunities for young people, and without any barrier like there was at that moment. So what happened? Well, continue. For this 4 years and a half, yeah, this is me. This is Dr. Daniel Popov. He's actually a doctor. What happened? For these 4 years, because of this priority we had to give more opportunities, we've become the biggest sending organization in Bulgaria for Erasmus+. For these 4 years, we sent more than 400 young people abroad. This is only the abroad. Of course, we participated in local level, but majority we work abroad on European and different kinds of projects. Continue? Yeah, this is purposely I made it like this, so it's not good to read. Basically, 2 years ago, we had also one project. It was a youth exchange, and it was about sport. It was our first, and still the first, but we hope that we'll have more, because people really evaluated it as one of the best projects they had. But of course, it's more about the people. It's about interaction. It's not so, let's say, so serious. We also have video, but we'll not show it now. Maybe later at the cultural exchange. What do we have more? We have more? Yeah, Yeah, this is just basic stuff. We have several, let's say, big partners. One is Super Hosting. Super Hosting is the biggest provider of hosting and domains, like websites. So basically, they're giving us absolutely for free hosting and domain. So we have our website completely for free. We don't pay anything for this. The other one, we're part of the Anna Lindh Foundation since 2015. Also, we were, till 2 years ago, we were the only representative of Masterpiece Bulgaria, which is right now is one of the biggest peace movements in the world. Also, the other one is International Peace Youth Group, is a Korean one. We are also there. Of course, Erasmus Plus, we have many partners from Europe. And IT Step Academy is a really famous IT academy. Well, basically, they're giving us a free space, really nice space for absolutely no money. And it could hold really maybe 200 people. We can use it anytime we want. Basically, we don't spend so much money, let's say. Photos. Basically, this is photos from many exchanges we had during the years. Slowly, yes. You can see me almost everywhere, of course. The president have to be there. Yeah, just nice photos. Different events. Basically, because of this, I think many participants visited more than 10 countries. Me personally visited 35. It's really huge opportunities, and this is the majority we work with. Young people and young people. Portugal, another municipality. This is at our party, is Italian night, let's say, toga party. And this is, as you can see, the people are formed as the word Erasmus Plus. This is actually in Cyprus. Maybe some of you know, in Agros, is a famous sports center. And yeah, thank you for your attention. Yeah, we invite the next partner. Oscar. Let me remove this blue. Thank you.
Represent Poland, Auto-Croatia Foundation. I would present Joanna, who is quite new in the organization, and it's her first travel actually with us. It's also Marta, our lawyer, and me as a president. And we shortly present our project. I chose only this from the last year. So it will be a very short film made by our team. We'll make stops to tell more. So. Okay, stop. So last year we had 12 international projects. We had 64 partners around the world. Now we've got more because we collect all logotypes and we know who work with. More? I have to see this. No, you can. So these are K2. No, we can. So I've just presented a few of our projects, mainly Erasmus Plus K2, and also what is very interesting for us, we cooperate with Asia. So we've got project with Nepal and Philippines. We are very proud of that. It's also Erasmus Plus, is a cooperation in the field of youth. And when this, you can see the conference we make last year with Asian partners, and this year we would like to continue. Next year we would like to continue. So, stop. So you can see our partners all around the world. You can see different faces, like from Philippines, Venezuela, Poland, India, and more. More projects? No, you can continue. So these are all our projects from last year. This year we've got 5 more, so maybe there's no many people in our organization, but now we've got 15 projects, so it's quite a lot. And I would like to present just one. So here you can see how we work, because our task in this project is to organize conference. So this is one example of how we do that.
Businesses actually look only at transparency. If you're transparent and if your outcomes and outputs are great or even sensible, I think businesses are always able to work with NGOs.
So the point was how the youth can cooperate with business. That's why we invited these companies like Bosch, and you will see more.
Very organized, very interesting, very dynamic, and I believe it brings conversation a very important topic. Because, migration is growing and growing, and full speed, it's going to grow more. And so that's one of the crucial aspects of it. So I believe Euro-Asia, youth-oriented CSR, I think it is a great innovation in terms of understanding how the youth thinks about its role in today's digitally disrupted world. How could we connect better? How we can do more? And how we could really affect the young people whose future lies in our hands.
Stop. So I think everything was said, that we are trying to cooperate not only with NGOs but also with cities and also with independent business. So because if we cooperate, we can do more. So that's our main goal in the organization. So that's it. Question, but
yeah, we can leave for later because we have our last partner just arrived. We have our last partner just arrived from Brussels, Alberto Navarro. He representing Finnova, and he will just do the last of the introductions. Thank you.
No? Okay. My name is Alberto Navarro. I came from Finnova Foundation in Brussels. I want to apologize for my partners, but there was a strike in the Brussels airport, so they cannot come. Maybe they will come today or tomorrow. We don't know yet. So I will be here. Okay, let's start with Brussels. I mean, everybody knows Brussels, more or less. This is the capital of the European Union. There are the organizations, there are the Commission, the European Parliament. So Brussels, there are 1 million inhabitants. The 30% of the population are from other countries. There are a lot of youth people that came for made the internships in the European institutions. So it's kind of a global city, we can say. There are a lot of leisure activities, very rich and varied cultural life. Okay, and now I'm going to present our organization. We are a private foundation. We have more than 10 years of experience. Basically, we work in the founding of innovation in the European regions. We work in many different areas, like legal, green, youth. We work basically in European projects. We have a headquarters, our main headquarters are in Brussels, but we have also offices in Alicante, Castellón, Madrid, Sevilla, Valencia, and Vitoria. Now I'm going to talk about the youth activities that we are developing, about talent. We have this youth training platform that is a kind of platform for information and activities for youth people, and e-learning platform. We have the local training project that is a kind of high-performance training in Brussels. We have developed this project in 2013, and more than 150 young people came to Brussels to make an internship with us. So we have access to a lot of host organizations and youth people around Europe. We have also the contact with our host organization in Brussels, also in Belgium. We have this specific program for the Latin American embassies and organizations. Okay, this the duration normally is 6 up to 11 months, more or less. This is for one example that this local training project that we made with the Diputación de Valencia. We started with the Diput Eurobeca in 2014. And now this year is the 4th year of the project. More than 100 youth people from Valencia came to Brussels with this program. Also, this program has the seal of excellence by the Interns Go Pro organization, that is an NGO that is promoted for interns that are evaluating the internships around the world. We have also participating with the Erasmus for Young Entrepreneurs program. So we have developed an accelerator in Brussels, that EU Startup Europe Accelerator, that we help youth people and new entrepreneurs to present different calls for the European Union, like small and medium enterprise instrument. Because we are a foundation, but we are a private foundation, so our aim is to help the youth people and new entrepreneurs. So we have accelerated many different SMEs, and they have achieved the small and medium enterprise instrument, like Equor or Workero. And also we have this program that combines the small medium accelerator and the Startup Europe Accelerator, that combines the stay in Brussels for 6 months and to work in the European projects for the youth people from Spain or other countries. We have also this visitors program that we help the universities or municipalities to come to Brussels. We make agendas for a group of people, like investors, politicians, entrepreneurs, and we organize an agenda with meetings and visitings in the city of Brussels. The Youth Guarantee, another program in which we are participating. This is another program that we are developing now, that is for help the Romanian entrepreneurs. And we also are developing the Startup Europe Awards. With the support of the Commission, we are developing this kind of Eurovision contest for startups. Now, this year is the 3rd year of the awards, and they are very successful. So we have this kind of different levels for the awards, that local, province, regional, country, and European. The finals this year, I think, are in Sofia. And we have these categories. Now, each year we are creating more categories because there are a lot of participants that want to present their projects to the awards. This is the final of the first edition with the President of the European Parliament, Antonio Tajani. And there's media partners. We are also working with the television in Spain, RTV Emprende, that is a program here. They won an award of the Startup Europe Awards. Okay, so that's all. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, everybody. We ride on a schedule, so I would like to invite you for a coffee break, which is going to take place upstairs, because even though we were actually hoping to host the coffee break outside in a square that's just around the corner, it's very windy and quite cold. So just please, as you walk out, just turn to the left. There is a staircase. Betsy will lead you there. Thank you.